My name is Deb, and I am a licensed clinical professional counselor and the owner of Full Circle Counseling. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's topic is about distorted or what we call automatic thinking, which can lead to anxiety, depression, and other mental health issues. Although many of us have done this type of thinking at one time or another, when it becomes a habit or pattern, it can cause problems for people. Destructive thought patterns can also lower our feeling of self-worth. Let's say Mary's supervisor tells her that she wants to talk to Mary. Mary thinks, "Oh no, I'm in trouble." She starts to worry and feels anxious. So you might think it's because of what Mary's boss said to her, but it's actually what Mary is thinking. Cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT, says that the upsetting event does not directly cause Mary to feel anxious, but rather Mary's thought about the event that causes her distress. Today we're going to cover 5 of the 13 most common distorted thinking errors. So the first one we're going to discuss today is overgeneralizing. This is when you believe negative events describe your life completely. Some thoughts related to this might be, "I can never do anything right," or "nobody likes me." Instead, you might say to yourself or think, "Even though I do some things wrong, I also do a lot of things right. And some people may not like me, but many people do like me." The second one is fairy tale thinking. This is when you expect the absolute ideal from your life. In reality, life is a mixture of good and bad. And if you think life will be perfect, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. Instead, you might think, "I'd like things to be this way, but I will adapt if they aren't." Then we have what's known as shoulds or musts. These are expectations that we put on ourselves. Examples include, "I should be a better student," or "I must be perfect." The belief is that this kind of thinking is a motivator, when in fact, it can be a demotivator and damage our self-worth. Instead, you might think to yourself, "I would like to be a better student, and I realize I am not perfect, but I will give it my best effort." Then we have catastrophizing. If you think that something is a catastrophe, you set yourself up to believe that it will be so awful that you won't be able to handle it. You can challenge yourself by saying, "I don't like this, but I can manage it." And finally, we have assuming. Sometimes we assume the worst, even though we may not have evidence to support it. It's kind of like an investigator determining or assuming that someone is guilty without substantial evidence. Thinking, "I know I won't do well in the interview," for example, could be one of these assumptions that we make. Instead, try saying to yourself something like, "I may not do well in the interview, but I have a lot of experience that will make me a good candidate." These are some of the error thinking or distorted thinking that people do that make their life harder. So changing your thoughts about things is kind of what CBT tells us to do. And I hope this gives you some insight. And Thank you so much for watching my videos, and like, share, and subscribe, please. Thank you.